And this.
Oh, boy, what a move by Embiid.
You think of us. We are sports. 97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station.
The following program is paid for, and the opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, South Jersey, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and Brad Quast right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app. Today we're broadcasting live on my YouTube channel, The Locker Room, or Billy Schwein. Go to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on YouTube. We're broadcasting live there, and of course my Facebook, Billy Schwein. Check it out. Brad Quast, good morning, man.
Good morning. Good to see you. I'm glad you're healthy, and we're good. We had a couple
Brad,
tough week.
I got to tell you, brother, that was the longest 13, 14 days of my life.
It's good to have you back.
I'll tell you what, dude.
Me and Josh missed you.
Yeah, well,
we missed you.
You guys did yeoman's work while I was gone. But, Brad, no joke. No joke, buddy. I mean, that knocked
back.
Me for a loop.
You're back. You're back and look better than ever.
And if I cough a little bit, please excuse me.
You look better than ever.
I'll tell you what, man. You just gotta take it one day at a time. And I appreciate Josh and you filling in, and of course Pete and Mike on Sundays. And I'm ready to go, baby.
We got a good show. We got a good show lined up today. We have a lot to talk about.
We got a great show.
We got a lot
to
talk about today.
You're bringing it. You bring it each and every week, Brad.
Okay.
Who do we have today? Who'd you get to for us today, Brad?
So Ki-Jana Carter is going to be calling in. So he was the first overall pick in 1995 with the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals. So
in 1995, a Rose Bowl MVP.
MVP, All-American, Penn State.
Right?
And then first, can you imagine sitting in the green room at the draft and being the first name called? Wow.
Such an accomplishment. And
it's exciting.
Privilege.
Yeah. Nice guy too. Known him over the years. So he'll be calling in on the show. And then
we're going to talk to him about what it's like to play in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's kind of like
the Queen City, right?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like
it's a one-hat town, man.
It's an
like a one-hat town, Brad.
Well,
like,
if you ask Joe Burrow, the reason why they didn't have a lot of COVID issues this year is because he says Cincinnati has no nightlife.
It's kind of like your Siberia,
right?
Like Cincinnati, they're not known for the facilities.
They're not known for a good time.
Yeah, they're not known for a good time, and their facilities are up to date, and kind of the Brown family runs it, and It's just kind of like exile. Like
so
the Cincinnati
I
Bengals.
dated a flight attendant that lived in Kentucky, right across the river there.
Okay.
But they're big Cincinnati fans, but there was no nightlife.
Yeah.
I used to fly there, and it was like matter of fact, my brother, right, Josh, he talks about the Natty all the time. He's based out of there. His planes are out of Cincinnati.
But they're doing
not a whole lot going on. But the Bengals
not going on. But the Bengals are winning. They're winning.
And you know what? I'm pulling for the Bengals because I like the underdog.
Do you like them tonight?
I like them today. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And when I said, well, I reached out to Anthony Munoz. We've had him on the show. I met him at the Maxwell. He's a great guy.
Oh, he's a great.
You know, Anthony.
He's a great man. Great man.
But then when you said let's get Ki-Jana Carter, I said, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Penn State local kid, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Then he goes to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Although he lived by your saying you can't make the club in the tub.
Yeah. He ripped his ACL the first year and just couldn't stay healthy, and it's a shame because he was such a great player in college, and had such a great had all the tools. He was big. He was fast. Catch the ball in the backfield. Had everything.
And then, of course, we'll be talking with the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan, with his lively takes on the games this week. I can't wait to talk to Dave.
Yeah, and what not only talk to him, but see what he's wearing.
Yes.
To see what he's wearing is the feat. That's what I enjoy.
You can check us out on my YouTube page, Billy Schweim, or excuse me, my Facebook page, Billy Schweim, on Twitter at LockerRoom973, or my Facebook page, Billy Schweim. So we got all the venues covered today. Brad, life without football. After the Eagles lose, there's kind of like it's over.
We take a deep breath and we try to, evaluate. And now that's what everyone's doing. Where everyone's evaluating the year. What do we do? Do we keep Jalen? Do we keep the coach? They wanted to fire him the first part of the season. Now he's a great guy. Now they're second guessing his play calling and that he's not the right guy. And then Jonathan Gannon's getting interviews. Our D coordinator interviews. I'm seeing he's going to be the next Texan coach.
What the 39-year-old guy that really hasn't accomplished anything? Why would he go to the front of the line?
I don't get it.
They seem to love his interview because he has a good PowerPoint presentation.
That's the key. These owners are enthralled by these young guys, and he probably comes with a big PowerPoint presentation and all statistical numbers.
What about his achievements?
I think
defense was
the problem here. Here's the problem. The problem in these professional sports teams, football teams, you've got bean counters and you've got analytical guys doing it, and they relate to these young guys that have PowerPoint presentations and don't have a coach and winning backgrounds.
But Brad, part of the problem is look at what happened with Brian Flores down in Miami. The owner basically chose the GM over the head coach. Now, all the players are mad, and the owner, who comes off as an imbecile at the press conference, is like, well, we were doing what's best for the team. But were you really what's best for the team, or were you what's best for what you were comfortable with?
And here's another facet of that too, guys. What about the black coaches that have put their dues in?
African-American coaches, you guys say.
Yeah,
right, I know.
A black head coach, African-American head coaches, that there are some good ones out there that you haven't even heard anything about them.
Well,
and I don't know if that's because they're still coaching.
Well, there's not only that, but so the Rooney Rule, that the Rooney Rules put in that you have to, before you make a decision, you have to hire African-American or interview African-American coaches.
There's some good candidates out there, Brad.
There are some good candidates, and the same ones are thrown out there every year. So I don't know what it is. Maybe they're not good interview skills, or they don't come with the PowerPoint presentation, and maybe they're not as organized. But they're not. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. Why does Gannon get to go to the head of the class? That's what I just don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't care what his PowerPoint presentation looks like, or his
I mean, maybe his agent, his buddies with the owners. Or
Gannon and Nick Caserio went to the same college, John Carroll.
Yes.
Okay, that's part of the reason why he got the interview. Gannon got the interview in Denver because when he used to work in Minnesota, the assistant GM was George Payton. He gets the interview in Minnesota because he used to work there.
So it's not what you know, who you know.
It's a good old boy network.
It is a good old boy network.
They're trying to get away from that.
Well, they're trying to get away with it, but when you got 32 billionaires and they want, and another thing too is you can't hire a coach before you hire the GM. That's a recipe to fail.
Right.
You got to hire. It's got to be the same time, or you got to hire the GM first and then the coach. Otherwise, the GM is cut at the knees.
Well,
and
look what the Giants just did. They hired Joe Schoen. They got him locked up. Now they're interviewing coaches. And by the way, one of them, Billy, is the aforementioned Brian Flores.
Right.
And another one is Brian Dable.
Tell you what,
OC.
Brian Flores.
Both good coaches.
And that brings me to a next point. We're going to talk about this on the other side. But Kevin Ross, who I've had on my show plenty of times, I played against him in high school.
He was good. Yeah,
he went to
Paulsboro,
Temple,
local
and then
kid.
He was a longtime Kansas City Chief. He's been with Arians for a little while. He's been caught on tape, ripping Jalen. Well, not ripping Jalen Hurts, but basically saying to his players, disrespected him by saying, "Oh, he can't read the coverages.
Yeah,
he can't. He doesn't know what we're doing."
Yes.
So is that a Brad? You're an ex-player. The coaches know if the quarterback can't pick up coverages or is missing wide open guys, because he's getting confused.
Well, the whole job defensively, scheme wise, is to confuse them. We're trying to confuse them with coverages. We look like we're going to come and blitz, and then we back off when we do cover 2, we cover 3, 3 cloud. We do different coverages to confuse them, because if we confuse them, you can confuse the best of them.
Because Jalen Hurts took a huge step backwards in his maturation is becoming the
I
franchise
think
quarterback.
Their game plan was perfect. They confused him, and he wasn't able to step up.
Brad,
and
you
do
brought up a great point. The game plan was perfect.
It was.
Why do we live in a world where everyone wants to dump on the QB and the offense and never give credit to the defense?
Josh, when you hear that, we'll play this on the other side. When you hear this, to me, it sounds like that Kevin Ross had no respect for Jalen Hurts either.
Well, it's not a matter of respect. It's a matter of knowing and tricking and up-wanting a younger player.
Right.
You know, the longer you play in the league, you see everything. You know what they're going to do. But
you will agree that Jalen Hurts took a major step backwards.
Yeah,
they did not look prepared.
They
whether that's the coach's fault, the quarterback and the coach's fault, but he did not look good.
They changed it up, and he looked terrible.
He looked
terrible. So hopefully he learns from this. He's watching film study, and they go through it. I'm sure he is. He's a conscientious young man to go through the film study and say, okay, here's where they screwed it up. They brought the safety down. They brought the line. You know, here's where the coverage was coming from. So hopefully he learned from it, and we move on, and it gets better.
So the Eagles are finished for us. We got to turn our attention to the Flyers and Sixers. I mean, you still have NFL playoffs.
Flyers.
I mean, come on, man. 2 10-game losing streaks. This team is like, Josh, you got to. I'm going to be the first one to say I was excited when Fletcher made all those moves. What happened?
I'll tell you what happened. What happened is apparently Alain Vigneault basically ran cold in that locker room. Giroux needs to go. This team's got. We thought moving Giroux. Leadership is one of the most important things in sports, and if your leader is
even more so in hockey because it's such a team sport. You're traveling all the time with them, and you got two games during the week, and the momentum. It's like cancer, or it's a positive thing, and you gotta get off that and turn the direction real quick. Like you said, Josh, it's leadership. Not only the coaching staff, but your leader players, your elder players that can take that puck and do something with it.
All right, so the only team really to get excited about is the Philadelphia 76ers. Right?
Well, that's a mess too.
Well, it's a mess, but look,
where's Ben going?
Right, where's Ben going?
Where does Ben go?
So
where's Weldon?
So
we got some. Here we go.
What we're gonna do today is we're gonna give away a pair of tickets to next week's Sixers Sacramento Kings game. And we're holding. If you're looking at us online here on the StreamYard, I'm
holding these beautiful shirts.
We got 2 shirts that we're going to be giving away to a lucky listener today. When you text the text board at 609-403-0973, Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures have given us these great shirts.
Could family members win?
Yeah, Johnny DiMaria.
Are family members eligible?
Are exempt.
No, family members are exempt.
So I've got 2 tickets to the Sixers Sacramento Kings game, Saturday, January 29th at the Wells Fargo Center at 7:30. Next Saturday night, great seats, row 3. You're right there. Dominic Mariani.
How good is our hockey games when you go live?
They're great.
That's great. That's the only way.
Basketball is exciting too.
Yeah, but hockey is made for live. You can't watch it on TV. I can at least.
But it's tough. It's been tough.
It's tough
to watch the Flyers on
field, but yeah, that too. But live is just something exciting.
All right, so we got 2 tickets and a pair of shirts to a lucky listener. 609-403-0973 is the text board number. 609-403-0973 is the text board for the tickets, and a pair of T-shirts to the Sixers Sacramento Kings, Saturday, January 29th. The text question, Josh, is who will the Sixers trade Ben Simmons to?
Right, where if you were to predict where Ben's going to go, where is he going?
Yeah.
Like, what team is going to land? Because we know he's getting traded at some point.
So I'm the GM. So call in as a GM. Where's he going to go and why? And give us a compelling reason why he should
give
go
us
there.
A landing spot.
And say, he's going here because it's not in our conference and he can't come back to bite us in the butt or something.
609-403-0973. Make sure you include your address because I got to mail the tickets and the shirts to you. 609-403-0973. And of course, if you want to call the station, 609-573-3776 is the phone number. You want to talk to the Q man. Of course, they
want to talk to me.
The T-shirts are courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures. They have the largest selection of team jerseys, clothing, and hats. You'll find the newest styles from vendors like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & S, 47 brand. Stop by one of the 13 Delaware Valley mall locations, including Pro Image Sports in the Hamilton Mall, with the largest selection around. I want to remind people of the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, I want to tell you about My Winter Watchdog. Have you heard about New Jersey's premier vacant home management service, My Winter Watchdog? You know those worrisome thoughts that creep into your mind every time you hear of a storm coming and the daunting task of driving down to the shore to check on the house, hours of time on the road. Let My Winter Watchdog be your eyes and ears with their 15-point inspection checklist. They offer a full menu of maintenance and improvement services. Owner Debbie McGonigal and her team of property caretakers are professional, licensed, bonded, and insured. So don't let the winter worry you. They'll give your house that lived-in look. That's My Winter Watchdog. Go to mywinterwatchdog.com or give them a call at 267-202-1869. That's 267-202-1869. Or send Debbie an email, debbie@mywinterwatchdog.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs kicks off with a Saturday doubleheader. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew for all the action. First, the Cincinnati Bengals take on the Tennessee Titans. Then it's a classic NFC battle between the 49ers and Packers from the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern. From the wild card round all the way to Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles, the NFL playoffs are right here.
Exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM. Coverage begins at 4 p.m.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Make 2022 your year to glow at Ulta Beauty's Love Your Skin event happening now. Upgrade your skincare routine and discover your healthiest skin yet with up to 50% off daily beauty steals from faves like Tula, First Aid Beauty, and Clarins. Feel your best with a skincare routine made just for you. But hurry, this event ends January 22nd. Shop in-store, online, or try curbside pickup today. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.
You probably wouldn't leave thousands of dollars on the table at a diner. Why leave thousands on the table with your tax return? Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you don't. This year, there are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits. Your Jackson Hewitt Tax Pro will help you track down every last one, so you get your biggest refund guaranteed. Don't leave thousands on the table this year. Discover thousands of dollars in tax credits instead. Learn more at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hey, Coach, we need to score. What's the call?
We're going to wing it. We're calling the pick.
The pick?
Yeah, the one, the only, the original Piccalilli Inn to score some of South Jersey's best wings and homestyle favorites.
But, Coach, it's the middle of the game.
Pre-game, post-game, during the game, the pick's wings, tails, and ears are always the right call. They're right on Route 206 in Chemung, or check them out on Facebook. Now, who wants mild and who wants hot?
The Piccalilli Inn.
All right, we're back here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN. Hey, we're giving away a pair of Sixers tickets for next Saturday's game against the Sacramento Kings, Saturday, January 29th. Great seats, too, Josh. Section 123, row 3.
I like it.
Tickets are courtesy of Dominic Mariani and the Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. They're in Pennsauken, New Jersey. And, of course, we have a pair of T-shirts to go along with it. We want you looking good when you go to the game. We got a pair of Sixers T-shirts, really nice T-shirts. You can check them out on the 973ESPN.com. Go to my article. We got a picture of the shirts, but I'll hold one right up here now as we're streaming live on my Facebook, Billy Schwein, and the Locker Room with Billy Schwein YouTube channel. Brad's holding his one up. And I've got mine up, and they're nice shirts.
For the radio audience, the reason why you're having trouble hearing Billy now is because you literally put the shirt in front of the microphone.
It's muffled. It's muffled. It's a nice looking shirt.
That takes a face mask to a whole new level, Bill.
It won't fit me.
I've got a large and an extra large, so really, really nice. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the Eagles right now, Brad. Because
the Eagles?
Did I say Eagles?
No, I said Eagles.
Okay.
Eagles.
When the general manager and the owner give a ringing endorsement, when we know you're not stupid, Brad. Your eyes don't lie to you. They don't deceive you. You saw what you saw. Jalen Hurts took a major step backwards. This team just isn't good enough. They weren't prepared. They looked horrible. So they got a lot of holes. So when a GM comes out and gives you a ringing endorsement, I'm a little skeptical.
Yeah. Listen, you got to play. It's a game. You have to give them an endorsement and be positive when the season's over, and particularly the way the season ended that way. So the question is, I'm curious to see when the dust settles, everyone goes home, they clean out their locker room, they move back, and then they start looking at free agency and they start getting ready for the combine. And their scouts come together and say, okay, here's what we're going to start looking at. And they start doing the draft board. That'll determine what, where their heart is or where they want to go particularly with the quarterback.
So let me ask you, is he your franchise quarterback? Because Josh, all year long, I've been actually singing the praises of Jalen Hurts. I haven't been a detractor. I was like, no, I'm like I've been more of a patient wait and see. I kind of like him. Everybody likes his leadership skills. Everybody likes
he's a great kid.
Right?
He's a great kid.
He's
a good
well
kid.
liked in the locker room and the huddle. He says the right things, but his pocket presence, his ability to see down the field and hit wide open receivers has been a problem.
So two things. So they incredibly fooled him scheme-wise defensively. Tampa Bay did that last game. Totally good. He will get better with using that as he sees different defenses. But what scares me,
how long will that take?
It takes the second time around you see things.
Well, back in the day, we used to actually let guys develop. Now we're jumping down guys through after 1 year.
Exactly.
But I preface this by saying I have been patient with him. I still like Jalen Hurts. It's just that when the GM gives you a ringing endorsement,
but that's a false narrative.
What's he supposed to say?
Exactly.
But he can't,
nothing at all.
He can't say. I tell you, behind closed doors, he's probably saying, him and Laurie are sitting going, you know what, we got to go a different direction.
But see, I don't know if they're doing that because
he can't. Even if he was his scheme wise, he was fooled. He can't physically make the throws. And he wasn't able to. He wasn't making the throws. That's what scares me. That's what scares me.
All right, two things. One, you got to remember the reason why Hurts was drafted and how he hinted at this, and Joe Banner went on multiple interviews and explained this. The Eagles wanted Russell Wilson years ago. They messed up. They didn't get him. They look at Hurts as making up for the Russell Wilson mistake. So that's the first thing.
Okay, but he don't throw the ball like Russ.
He
don't throw the ball like Russell.
But here's the thing: how many guys do?
Yeah,
Josh, on multiple occasions, he neglected to go through his progression. I mean, there were so many.
Yeah, well,
times
Bill, part of the reason why that happens is because you got to remember that for the quarterback, they do what the coach tells them in his ear. These coaches are in their ear until the cutoff, Mike, is, what is it, Brad? 12 seconds, I think?
It's 6 seconds right before the play goes off. It's cut off. So the coach can't say, hey, look at the slot receiver X.
And that brings me to another thing, Brad. Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts played together in college. You think they would have a little bit more chemistry than they did?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, I'm going to be in the slot.
He was non-existent.
That's a great point. More reliability. I'm going to be there. And
if
look
anything
to him
else,
first.
Brad, he would have been over other receivers like Quez Watkins and Rager, who can't get open anyway, would say, hey, at least throw me the ball sometimes, because he's been singling out Devontae Smith, but he wasn't even doing that.
Like Josh said, it's a progression. Each year you get a little better, and you'll hear the saying, the game slows down to you in all sports. Like when it just looks effortless for Brady and Mahomes, and the game slows down, and it hasn't gotten to that point with Jalen.
In your heart of hearts, you just named a couple great quarterbacks.
Everybody wants a great quarterback.
Does Jalen Hurts?
Everyone wants a great quarterback.
Do you ever see Jalen Hurts turning into something like that?
No.
But those guys are a dime a dozen.
Everybody's trying to get that guy.
If Jalen Hurts could be in the top eight quarterbacks in the league, can he get to that?
Top 8? That's a good catch. Top 8. If he's in the top 8.
Does Brady retire anytime soon?
Well, go back over the last 20 years and the Super Bowl winning teams.
Right.
Brad's bringing up my argument.
Okay. So go look. So 20 years.
Run for the hills.
So 20 years. Look at the quarterbacks.
Nick Foles.
Are they great?
Joe Flacco. Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer.
Delfer, you got in there. Then you throw the Brady's
Mark
in there.
Rippon,
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees.
Then you got Manning.
Right.
Well, there
Eli,
were two.
So Peyton,
Mahomes,
Eli.
Eli.
So okay. So what I'm trying to say is
that Jalen Hurts better quarterback than Eli Manning was.
We don't know yet.
I mean, can he be?
No, I take Eli.
But that's with 2020 hindsight. Eli's entire career.
So basically, you got to put better players around Jalen Hurts before we can really make it determined.
Honestly, I think you also need to point to the head coach. I think Sirianni has worse game, and nobody wants to blame the coach because everyone wants to jump down the quarterback's throat.
They definitely were not prepared.
Nick Sirianni coached one of the worst games of his short head coaching career, in my opinion, and nobody wants to get down his throat when he's the one who got away from the run. What got you to this point? You won 7 out of 9 games because you ran the football.
Yep. And he got away from it. And listen, let's face it. And it gets back to the other thing. They played a winning team. They played a
great quarterback.
They played a good quarterback and a winning team. The other games they won, the team stunk.
The other team's got rings on their hand and you don't.
Yeah.
609-403-0973.
So I think he panicked both sides of the ball. They pushed the panic button and
609-403-0973. We're giving a pair of tickets away to next Saturday's Sixers-Sacramento Kings game, Saturday, January 29th at the Wells Fargo Center. And along with the tickets, we have a pair of T-shirts, Sixers T-shirts to get you looking good at the game. 609-403-0973. Who are the Sixers going to trade Ben Simmons to? Where's he going to land? Where's he going to end up? 609-403-0973. Make sure you include your address so I can mail you the tickets and the shirts. Want to remind people that the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers, sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati also leads the nation in high-quality used cars. Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at Maserati, the main line, today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk to the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Happy Hour Friday, Pete Thompson joins us. We'll have a little fun with PT as the divisional round is here. Sal Palantonio will react to Howie Roseman and Nick Sirianni's press conference as Sal Pal joins us at 3. One thought every game, Casey Joyner, Jeff Kerr on the NFL divisional round, and more.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again and again.
Hi, this is Louis Capelli Jr., Commissioner Director of Camden County, New Jersey, reminding everyone to get your vaccine shot and booster to help protect yourself, your family, and neighbors. The commissioners recently opened the Camden County COVID-19 Health Hub at the Blackwood campus of Camden County College. This site allows you to get your vaccination and your booster and to vaccinate your whole family. Children over the age of 5 will enjoy our kid-friendly setting to make it comfortable and non-threatening. For updated information on COVID-19 and vaccination efforts, visit CamdenCounty.com. We're all in this together. Let's play our part to stay safe and healthy this winter.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Bennett Chevy says, we want your vehicle, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. We can help with expert appraisers on hand to help you get more. And you don't need to buy one of ours. Plus, if you're stuck in a lease, Bennett Chevy is an authorized lease return center for all brands. Looking to trade? Bennett will give you a minimum $7,000 for any clunker, no matter the condition or mileage. That's a minimum $7,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. And if you've got a good quality trade, you can only imagine how much more Bennett will pay. At Bennett Chevrolet, you always have options. Sell us your vehicle. There's no purchase necessary. Trade your old clunker. Get a minimum $7,000 towards any pre-owned in stock. Bring us your high-quality vehicle and have our expert appraisers make you an offer you can only imagine. And if you're stuck in a lease, Bennett can help. So whatever your needs or whatever you choose, at Bennett you'll always get more because nobody beats Bennett Chevy. Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Saturday morning. It's a cold Saturday morning, Q.
Cold.
January.
22 degrees.
So let's go out to Vegas, which we do each and every Saturday. This is my favorite segment.
This is I live for this.
Dave is my man. You know what? We met in the summer doing a show, and he just brings energy, and I look forward to his segment every Saturday. So without further ado,
what's he wearing?
Let's go
what
to
is he wearing?
the main line sports hotline and welcome in the sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Good morning. Oh, what's he got?
What's he got on?
I can't. The Rams. He's got
and
the
who's
Rams.
Who's the top? The Rams.
The Rams. I like it, Dave. Good morning.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
To see you. Dressed like Sean McVay. I'm trying to get a spot on the sideline, maybe be the get-back coach, something like that. Listen,
they do have get-back coaches.
McVay
needs a get-back coach.
If a guy needs it, it's him. But, seriously, Tampa Bay, we picked against Tampa Bay last week. You guys know what happened there. Billy, it's good to see you. You're smiling. You feel better.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That's the most important thing right now. But second, we thought the Eagles would cover. Absolutely dead wrong. Eagles didn't look like they belonged. And, the Tampa Bay just kept scoring until they didn't need to score anymore. Now we're going to go against Tampa again. Must need my head examined. How many times can you pick against Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. That's what we talked about.
Right? Seriously. That's what everybody's, it's Tom Brady. Yeah, but the Rams defense. The Rams defense. Yeah, but it's they got Stafford. I know. But they got Tampa Bay's injured. I know. I've heard it all. Rams and under in that game. That's how we start the segment off. Rams and under.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Tampa Bay and Tom Brady. You got guys that are like hurt. They got some people out, and their offensive line's banged up. But they know they got Tom Brady. They got a window to win the game.
Can you imagine being in a locker room and you got the goat? You got the goat. The goat. You feel like we got a shot.
No
it's like Captain America. We got a shot.
Put the pants on.
Yep.
Put the pads on. They know that they got the goat in front of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling.
All you got to do, listen, he's done it before with guys that maybe he just met like out in the parking lot. Listen, I'm going to need you to run a 7 route. I need you to run a 3 route. Just catch the ball when I throw it to you. Like he's done it before. Now he's had practice with a couple guys and, I don't even know their names. I know Mike Evans, and I don't know no one else's name that plays wide receiver. But he's got Gronk in the middle, and he's got Evans on the outside that we all know. But like 15 and 12, and I know their numbers. If they just catch enough passes, Tampa can win a game. There's no doubt. This is a hard week, fellas. I don't think there's any edges. I don't feel nearly as good about games in the playoffs as I did during the regular season. I tell people that all the time. It's supposed to get harder as it goes. It doesn't get easier. There's a very rare situation where there ends up being a matchup that you're just like, oh, man, I know who's going to win this. I looked at these 4 games. I've been on 100 shows this week. I still don't know any of the 4 other than one. I really like one I think is just going to win. Whether they cover the spread or not, I'm not positive. But I think the matchup is right where I think one of them is really strong, is going to win sideways.
All right, let's talk about the Titans and the Bengals today because the Cincinnati Bengals, man, I'm going for this. I like the underdog. I like a team. Bengals haven't win their first playoff game in 30 years.
Yeah,
you're going back to Boomer Esiason and before that, Kenny Anderson, right? Icky Shuffle and all that stuff. I feel the vibe. What do you think about the Cincinnati Bengals? Can they upset the Titans?
I love Joe Burrow and what he's doing and the comeuppance of a young guy who's been walking a walk. I mean, this guy, he did it at LSU. He's doing post-game things. I'm looking for those pink glasses myself.
Yeah, pink glasses and a cigar in his mouth. A cigar.
If they win this week, you're going to see me on a show. I'll wear it here next week with the pink glasses and a cigar.
And a cigar.
100%. So it's fun to get caught up in that, Billy. But what happens every year in the book is that this team that wins, that plays the team on the bye, everybody remembers the team that they just saw and forgets about the team on the bye and the reason they're the bye team. They're the number 1 team. I like Tennessee in the game. I think the magic runs out for Cincinnati. Now, can Cincinnati win? Absolutely. Yes. The number that you don't see much line movement in the playoffs. The lines are snare drum tight. Like they are so good. It is really hard to decide when you see the lines. There's games in the regular season. You're like, that line's wrong. Or, oh, that's not enough. These lines are tight as could be. This actually moved this morning. It went to minus
what's it
4.
at now? What is
Tennessee -4.
Okay.
So the bad guys have made their presence known. They're playing Tennessee. I agree with them. I think Tennessee wins, and I think Tennessee covers. I think the game goes over. I think this is a gift at 47, 47.5. I think this is more of a high-scoring game than a low-scoring game. Could be dead wrong. You know what I say all the time, nobody knows squadoosh, but I think both teams get 20-something. 3 touchdowns and a field goal minimum for the losing team. I think the game goes over.
So it's you Tennessee over, Cincy under, I guess, if you like that.
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Yep.
no, Brad. Do you think cute? So can Cincy win a game under? I think Cincy, the only path for them to win is to win a shootout. I don't think they're going to stop Tennessee. I really don't.
All right, let's look at the Packers and the 49ers at the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
I don't know what that voice was, Billy, but you went down deep.
John Facenda.
Okay. Well, you went down deep. I like it.
Yeah.
Make sure somebody got to pick you up.
I don't know who it is. Dave, I don't know who it is.
It was close, but don't hurt yourself. Don't go down that road again. Anyhow, Green Bay, early in the week, this line moved because Jimmy G might play, might not play. Jimmy G's shoulders hurt, his thumbs hurt, his this hurt. It's coming back, boys. It went to 6, touched it briefly, 5.5. Now it's down to 5 in Vegas. It's going to go to 5 in your places too. It's coming back down. Good number, right? This feels like, wow, this is going to be a battle. I saw on a different ESPN show that I did, this matchup is tied now for the most head-to-head matchups in all of playoff history. San Francisco playing Green Bay, okay?
Yeah.
It feels like they've done this before, but they always did it in San Francisco. I think being in Green Bay, being in that freezing cold, Brad, you remember what it's like to be out there in that cold and try
Nothing
to play.
like Lambeau Fields. You're right. You got to go Green Bay.
And Jimmy G's never played in this cold. He's never played a game below 40 degrees ever. This is going to be the first in Lambeau Field with it 5 degrees at kickoff. You remember how hard that ball gets and how slick it gets? It's going to be tough. Jimmy G to throw a pick, yes, you can bet that. This is the game I feel strongest about. The Aaron Rodgers revenge tour, I'm all in. Get me a seat on that bus. I'm riding it. As long as it goes, I'm on it.
He's so focused. He is focused, man.
He's
laser focused.
And then
they're on the best team. That's the team. Go.
We're talking the Sportsbook Consigliere. You can follow him on Twitter at SportsBK Consigliere. Of course, the Bostonian and the
Bostonian versus the book Monday through Friday.
I saw that the other day.
How about that?
You're good, Dave.
We're trying our best.
You're
Billy.
good.
We're trying to get out there. We're going to get you on that show.
Mike De Niro, you're good.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
You're
a good guy. Good guy there.
Give me your insight on the Chiefs and the Bills, because I was growing up. I was a Kansas City Chiefs fan. That's my AFC team.
I love that franchise,
and I love Mahomes. I just think he's
Andy
dynamite.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
The Hunt family.
I'm not a big Andy Reid fan, but I like the Chiefs. I like the look. I don't know. Willie Lanier, Buck Buchanan, right? Jimmy Lynch,
man,
Ed Podolak.
Eddie Polak, yeah.
One of the best videos is Hank Stram talking about being matriculating the ball down the field. You want to go John Facenda on, right? Okay. That was the first coach wired at a game, and it was the Chiefs. So I got a little soft spot for the Chiefs myself. But they're in the AFC. I told you guys when we started this show back at the beginning of football season, the Eagles were my NFC team and the Steelers were my AFC team because of Pennsylvania. One of those teams I didn't really like was Buffalo. So it's a little personal, but at the same time, this is supposed to be the game of the weekend, right? That's why they put it last. It's in Kansas City. I swear, I wish I could tell you who I knew was going to win. I think this game, I've done 100 shows again and gone back and forth, probably 50 like one side, 50 like the other. That's why the line is what it is. I like Kansas City personally. I think Kansas City finds a way to win the football game. But again, could be wrong. The over is the best play in this game. The total is ridiculously high. I call it a speed limit game. 55. Now they're trying to raise the speed limit, but it's a speed limit game. Okay. And
I can't drive
55. I like
exactly. I used to say that in the risk group. So you got to bet under. All the sharp guys, all the rhombuses, parallelograms are all like, you guys are idiots. You can't make a football game in the NFL playoffs 55. Really?
Yeah.
Watch the game Sunday. It's a track meet, boys. They're going to go back and forth. I hope it lives up to the billing. I like the over.
Okay.
Sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan brings it each and every Saturday.
Yep.
And not only that, he has the look.
He's got
the
look.
Rams. He's got the look.
Did you see my tweet? I was out throwing passes with the dog.
I did see that. I did see
By
that.
the way, I also saw it was
Yeah.
very cold in Vegas this week, huh? The wind was howling.
Oh, it's chilly every day here, boys. Don't let them fool you. It gets cold here January, December, January, February. You got to be bundled up in the morning. High 30s, Billy. High 30s in the wind.
Q, we got to go out and we got to go out and visit. We got to go visit the.
We got to come
Can you
visit.
imagine if the Q and the Schweiner show up out there?
Oh,
you got some hookups for us?
Oh, yeah.
You got some hookups for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk. You guys got the number. Yeah.
All right, Sportsbook, as always, we appreciate it.
You guys are the best. This is
Only
my
winners.
Saturday morning.
Only winners. Have a good one.
Football weekend, Dave.
Oh, you guys do the same. I'll talk to you later.
There he is, the Sportsbook consigliere, Dave Sharapan. Check him out. Follow him on Twitter at SportsBKConsig. Bringing it all the time.
All the time.
Brad, man.
He's got such good insight on games and the numbers. And yeah, I enjoy this segment.
Great guy, too.
Great guy.
All right. The first hour of the locker was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city to every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, for you to be eligible to win these Sixers Sacramento Kings tickets for next Saturday, send us a text message at 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. The question is, who will the Sixers trade Ben Simmons to? What team? Where will he go? What team and why? 609-403-0973. Pair of tickets, section 123, Brad, row 3.
They're pretty good.
Courtesy of Dominic Mariani and the Penn State Spine and Rehab.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, these are good seats.
We also have a pair of T-shirts.
You better get those might back, Bill. You might run out the door with them.
Yeah, right.
We also have a pair of Sixers T-shirts, so you're heading to the game in style. The T-shirts are courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures. They have the largest selection of team jerseys, clothing, and hats. You'll find the newest team styles from vendors like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. Stop by one of the 13 Delaware Valley Mall locations, including Pro Image Sports in the Hamilton Mall, for the largest selection of team jerseys around. Johnny DeMaria. All right, when we return, we'll look at the text messages. 609-403-0973. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
The Flyers host the L.A. Kings.
Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN. And listen live on the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Mike Herron. You've heard me talk about my experiences playing football at the Naval Academy on the locker room with Billy Schwein. I'm here to tell you about a company with the same high level of integrity and dedication that it takes to be successful on the football field. Best Property Maintenance. When you need cleaning and janitorial services you can trust, call Best Property Maintenance. They'll take care of your property from top to bottom, commercial and residential, fully licensed and insured. Call Best today. When you want it done right and on time, call Best. They'll do the rest. Call today, 609-926-2378, or go online at bestpropertynj.com.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's that time again. Time for fresh starts and resolutions. And Harry's can help. Harry's is an award-winning razor brand that makes a full range of grooming essentials. But the benefits go way beyond the great shave at a fair price. Maybe you resolve to take control of your finances. With cartridge refills as low as $2 each, your budget won't even flinch when you switch to Harry's and save all year. And with checkout code TOWNSQUARE at harrys.com, you can get a trial set for just $3. If your resolution is to always look and feel your best, that's Harry's specialty. Their high-quality razors combine an ergonomic design with 5 super sharp blades, shipped directly to you with a 100% money-back guarantee. New customers can get a Harry's starter set for just $3 at harrys.com with code TOWNSQUARE at checkout. Get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel with aloe, and travel cover, all for just $3. That's code TOWNSQUARE at checkout at harrys.com.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get 2 great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
All right, Q, we're back here. By the way, Q, I'm on my deathbed last week, and you guys are changing my music, man.
I know. We got to mix it up.
You and
Josh,
man,
it's good to have a little variety, a little mix.
It's
So
my signature stuff, man.
But you weren't here.
But change is good. If you're not here, we
locker
change
room
it up.
with
variety
Billy
is the spice of life.
I agree to that.
Josh had some good music. Pete had,
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's the one band that you've seen the most and how many times in your life?
Oh,
would have to be your favorite band.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but what's the one?
My favorite band is U2.
And how many times do you think
I've
you've seen
them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
No, because they don't come around a lot.
Growing up, my brother Bobby and I were huge Police fans. That and the Grateful Dead.
Sting.
Gordon Sumner. Right? You know how many times I've seen the Police?
How many?
Probably about 30 times in about 7 states.
Really?
Just because I happened to be there in those states when he was
You're like a roadie.
No! It was just in North Carolina, in Miami, in PA, New Jersey, New York.
What's your favorite Police song? Roxanne?
No, I mean, Ghost in the Machine was a great album.
Okay.
Outlandish D'Amour was every one of their, all 9 of their albums.
They are good.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
I don't think they so. But you guys change. I noticed that you change up the music when I'm not
we
here.
change it up. We change it up a little bit when when the cat's away, the mouse will play. We'll change it up.
Love
a little
having
bit.
the Q man
We'll
in here.
change
All
up.
right. Hey, Josh, we're trying to give away a pair of Sixers tickets to next Saturday Sacramento Kings game on the 29th at the Wells Fargo Center. 609-403-0973 is the text board. You're supposed to text in who are the Sixers trading Ben Simmons to and why. All right,
they're not being compliant. So say that again, that statement again.
All right. Why? Who and why?
Who and
where
why?
is he going to? Where are we going to trade Ben Simmons to and why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you're going to win the tickets.
It's very simple. So far, of the 10 texts we've got, 5 have complied and listened.
Okay.
So we're going to read the people who are listening.
Okay. So that's
and at the end of the show, we'll pick the winner.
we'll pick the winner.
Listen, this is section 123, row 3.
They're great seats.
These are great seats.
They're great seats.
Courtesy of Penn State Spine and Rehab.
Okay.
So really, because we're running out of real estate here in this hour here. So let's get to this. Chris in Washington Township says he'll go to the Raptors. They're the only team that has enough pieces to make a feasible trade.
Okay. Okay, Chris.
Raptor action.
Dan EHT says, he says Ben Simmons will be traded to Australia for a kangaroo.
A koala bear.
All right, a little humor, little humor outside the box.
We got Max chiming in from Ventnor, says, I think he's going to the Kings, and they're playing the Kings.
Oh, that'd be
All right,
easy
so we
trade.
got the other side. We got a great guest. Q's people. What do you say? Q's people. This is one of
one of my guys, in the phone. But Ki-Jana Carter.
Ki-Jana Carter, big get. Can't wait to talk to him on the other side, and then we'll continue giving away the Sixers tickets and T-shirts on the other side in the locker room here with Billy Schweim. 609-403-0973 is the text board to be eligible to win the tickets. Who are the Sixers trading Ben Simmons to and why? 609-403-0973. It's the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. cancerscreeninfo.com.
Matt Blatt Kia has a solution to your New Year's resolution. Don't drive around in a car you hate. Trade it in for something great. So bring us any trade, no matter the make, no matter the mileage, no matter the condition, and put 0 down. Pay 0 interest for 60 months or make no payments for 90 days. If you're currently stuck in a loan or lease, Matt Blatt Kia can get you released. Choose from the largest selection of certified pre-owned Kias. So why make a resolution you can't keep? Trade in your old Jeep and drive away in a new Kia with 0 down and 0 interest for 60 months on every 2022 Kia Stinger, or make no payments until next year.
It's gotta be a Matt Blatt Kia.
Offers with approved Tier 1 or 2 credit through Kia Motors Finance. Not all will qualify. 0% based on 1667 per 1,000 borrowed. Negative equity financed into the loan. Excludes taxes, title, license. Offers don't combine. Call 877-289-6670 or go to mattblattkianj.com for complete details. Expires 2/6/2022. Matt Blatt Kia, 6211 Black Horse Pike, Egg Harbor Township, and now on Route 37 in Toms River.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
Hey, Coach, we need to score. What's the call? We're going to wing it. We're calling the pick. The pick? Yeah, the one, the only, the original Piccalilli Inn to score some of South Jersey's best wings and homestyle favorites. But, Coach, it's the middle of the game. Pre-game, post-game, during the game, the pick's wings, tails, and ears are always the right call. They're right on Route 206 in Chemung, or check them out on Facebook. Now, who wants mild and who wants hot?
The Piccalilli Inn.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion, first with some music. Then, in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
As a local bank with deep roots in Cape May County, Crest Savings Bank's directors, management, and employees are all part of your community. We are your neighbors, friends, and family. Our financial centers serve your personal and professional deposit, loan, and wealth management needs. We are thankful for the opportunity to serve our residents and visitors for over 100 years by providing small-town customer service with modern products. Crest Savings Bank. Banking is what we do. Community is who we are. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app. It's NFL playoff weekend. But before we get to that, we got Sixers tickets we're giving away at 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We got a pair of Sixers tickets for next week's Sacramento Kings game next Saturday and a pair of T-shirts, Q-Man, to make people look good going into the Wells Fargo Center.
Absolutely.
All right, now, listen. And of course, you have to tell us where Ben Simmons is going and why. Make sure you tell us where Ben Simmons is going and why. All right, now, Q-Man, the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm pulling for the Bengals.
I'm pulling for the Bengals.
You know why
as
I'm pulling for the Bengals? I like the underdog, but that city hasn't won its first playoff game in 30 years.
Yeah, I like what they're doing and the direction they're doing, and I'd like to see them win for the organization.
Okay, so you know what? You got a great guest. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome into the locker room the number one pick in the 1995 NFL Draft.
Ki-Jana
Carter.
Can you imagine being in the green room on the draft day and being your first pick? And we have on the line that individual, Ki-Jana.
Hey, good morning, Ki-Jana. What's up, man?
How you guys doing?
Good, man. We're enjoying it. You're down in Florida. We're freezing our butt up here in the Northeast, and you're down in, hopefully it's warmer. But I appreciate you joining the show. And just, I went back, me and Billy were talking, and you were the first overall pick.
Yeah.
And that year, man, it was unbelievable. What was that feel like, being your name called the first?
I mean, well, one, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
He started showing me. But it's a great feeling. Obviously, I won't lie. It was it was a hectic time for me because when I declared that I was going to go early into the draft, I redshirted in college, so I could finish up my diploma in 4 years, and I made a vow to my mom and Coach Paterno that I would do so. So I was getting ready for finals and doing all these things during the whole draft process. So it's kind of crazy. So because after I got drafted, the next week I had finals.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And the fact that you took them.
Yeah, you couldn't spend that signing bonus yet, right?
Yeah, that was coming in the future. But
yeah.
It's more like something you can reflect on after the fact, because it's kind of, it's really hectic. Now it's a little different now with all the how they spread it out to 3 days and it's the whole entire week and things like that. But when I was going through the draft, it was they crammed everything in together. But it was definitely something I'm proud to say because there's only like 30 something people who could ever say that.
Yeah,
that's definitely
it's something special, and your college career was great, and then health wise, like we all know that it's tough you got to stay healthy in the league to play, and and especially running backs.
That running back position.
You ripped up your knee, and just it's tough. It's a hard career, man.
I mean, it's football.
Yeah.
And granted, I mean, obviously running back position is a lot more strenuous on your body compared to probably other positions that don't get hit as much because no matter what, if we're not running the ball, we got to pass block or go out in the passing and potentially catch the ball. So it's a little bit more wear and tear on your body, but that's the name of the game. It is what it is, and it's just unfortunately for me, just every year there's always something that another injury happened, and it wasn't like I got injured like in week 10 or week 11. It was always like the first or second week of the year in the season.
Crazy.
Hey, we're talking with Ki-Jana Carter, Cincinnati Bengals first round pick in 1995. Ki-Jana, man, playing in Cincinnati, tell us a little bit about what that was like. I mean, it's a smaller city, but they definitely show up. They support their football team, and this has got to be an exciting time. I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals won their first playoff win in 30 years, so you've probably been getting a lot of phone calls.
Yep.
Well, obviously before that game, yeah. I mean, I'm from Columbus, Ohio, which is probably about an hour and a half away from Cincinnati. So, obviously, yes, Cincinnati's compared to like your LA's, your Phillies, it's a small market town, but they are definitely, diehard about the Bengals. Unfortunately, for the most part of the Bengals history, hasn't had a lot of winning, but the fans have always stuck by the team, came out and showed up and support the guys. And so it's really good to see that finally that they got that monkey off their back and was able to overcome that hurdle and get that playoff win. And not only just the first playoff win in 30 years, but they did it at home too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was great to see the fans, so the fans can obviously, enjoy it and bask in that glory and celebrate for a small time being.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on Joe Burrows? Like, his swagger? Like, I mean, I love him. I love his. I just love. Cool. Yeah, he is Joe Cool. We're just talking about his sunglasses, after he wins the game. But he's great for the city, and I just love to see that enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, just again from the history, they haven't had that much success. So it's great to see them having a franchise cornerstone quarterback. They haven't had that in a long time, probably since Carson Palmer was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then obviously last year when he got hurt, you're like, oh man, is this the curse is going to happen again? But no, he came back, bounced back. They've done a great job, and you could just see like his demeanor is. I mean, he's young, but he's very mature, and I think probably has to go a lot with obviously going from Ohio State to LSU and being around all those great athletes. That when he got to the pros, not saying that the competition's the same, but if you look at the teams that he played on, a lot of his guys are playing in the league. Yep. So he's had that composure, and when he had that success, going to the national championship, I just think, most of the time in the NFL, all the players are great players, athletically and everything, but it's just the confidence, mental. And once you overcome that and you feel that, hey, you know what? Yes, I belong here and I can play. It makes the game a lot easier and everything slows down.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because we're in this town, drafting like a Carson Wentz from a Division I AA program. That was my always claim, saying, hey, they didn't play at Michigan with 110,000 or Ohio State or Penn State in 110,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't in that environment,
right,
and they,
right.
And then coming to the league, it's a different feel. They might have all the tools in the world, but they just don't have that the resume or the prep to do that.
Right.
So
what?
It's kind of double-edged sword because I mean you got like a Carson Wentz who went to a smaller school, but he put up crazy numbers. So you could say, well, imagine if he had great players around him, how much better could he be? Now, obviously North Dakota State they're dominant.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. The biggest thing obviously in the league is just the speed and the timing. Sometimes when you're just overmatched against another team in college, you can wait for that 9 route to open up because your linemen are just protecting that much longer. In the pros, if you don't get that ball
You don't
out
get that
in 3
time.
seconds,
No.
you're getting tattooed.
We're talking with Ki-Jana Carter, former Penn State running back. And of course, you were the MVP of the 1995 Rose Bowl. That had to be
nothing in the Rose Bowl, baby.
I mean, playing in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. I've been out there a few times as a spectator, obviously, and just a great setting to play a football game on New Year's Day.
It's a granddaddy of them all.
Right?
Granddaddy of them all. So.
Yes, it is. Well, being born in Big Ten country, like I said, Columbus, Ohio, growing up, there wasn't the BCS and everything. So basically, your whole goal was
to play the Rose Bowl.
Why?
Speaking of that, why didn't you go to Ohio State? Why or Michigan? Why aren't you a Buckeye or a Wolverine? Huh?
Well, I visited those schools. It just when it came down to schools I chose, obviously it was tough to leave home. Just being in the hometown.
Who was the coach at Ohio State? Cooper or who was it?
Yeah, John Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper was.
Yeah, but he ended up playing for Paterno, man.
Right. That's the thing. They ran our kind of offense I ran in high school. Obviously, I'm sure you guys probably been up to Happy Valley before. I envisioned like a college campus.
I mean, you played with Joe Juravicius, Kerry Collins, O.J. McDuffie, Bobby Ingram, Kyle Brady. You guys had some talent on that team, man.
Yeah, it's funny. The year we went undefeated, our last year, we had, I think our offense, like if you go like the first team, second team, we had like 20 guys play in the league or something like that. It's something crazy. We were just loaded, but it was a blessing. I mean, we had like the #1 class coming out of high school, and it's not only because our class was good, but we had a great bunch of guys. We all chat with each other more through social media than anything, but. No, my experience at Penn State was invaluable. I loved it. It was just
then he took over when Blair graduated. Blair Thomas 32 number over and carried on that tradition, that great tradition, right?
I was 32. I was 32 in Pee Wee. So
right.
I've always been 32.
That's it.
No, that was like the typical running back cool number.
Right.
Hey, Ki-Jana, give us a great one of your best memories. Give us a story from Penn State. Something that sticks out in your memory about playing there.
At Penn State?
Yes.
Man, there's a lot of great.
Yeah.
Memories that you can talk on radio.
Well, I can tell one. So, like my freshman year, my true freshman year, we were playing. Joe don't like playing freshmen.
No.
He was never like nowadays. If you're not a freshman playing, a lot of kids transfer. So I remember we were playing at Cincinnati and we were beating them. We were beating them like 70-0, and they put like our like walk on like running backs in, and I dressed because it was like the first game. I'm like, maybe I might get in because I've had a pretty good camp, I thought, and things like that, and I didn't play, and I was heated. I was like, Mom, come on, I can't play. We win 81-0, I can't play. I said, I'm going. And she was like, no. And then it was funny, like going back towards like our dorms, saw Coach Paterno. He knew I was heated. And he was like, hey, I know you're upset. I know you want to get in and play, but I promise you keep on working hard. Good things are going to happen to you while you're here. You're going to be a great player. And at that moment, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to hear that right now.
I want to play.
I want to play. So I feel embarrassed that we're blowing somebody out 81-0. I can't even get onto the field.
Yeah.
But in the end, obviously, I left early anyways. But no, it was a great thing, and it's just one of those things I use it for motivation because I was upset and just make sure I worked that much harder while I was in practice and stuff like that.
So you had another year if you wanted to come back, huh?
Yeah, I could have came back.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So he goes out as a junior.
And number one side. So I guess the data and all the agents said, okay, you got to come out this year.
Did you know you were going to go number one? Did you know before the draft, or was it a complete surprise?
It was a surprise. I mean, like obviously it's a lot different than now because there's so much more information that you can gather. But like when I was going like towards the end of the season, there's like a photo that they have where I'm sitting on the side on the sideline, and Coach Paterno's standing in front of me talking to me. I'm in my uniform. That's actually against the Indiana game because that game the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Panthers were there because they had the number 1 and 2 picks. They were interested, obviously, me and Kerry and Kyle, just scouting.
Yeah.
And that's where the buzz started going, like, yo, there's these scouts, this and that. And then after I scored like an 80-yard touchdown, and when I sat down, they took us out, and Coach Paterno was like, look, you're going to start to get a lot of attention, a lot of distractions, but just keep on focusing on what you're doing on the field, and good things will happen for you. So, going into that, like from there on, you start, getting a little buzz and people whispering and talking, but you never know. So when I got after the Rose Bowl, he talked to me and was like, look, people that he's talked to said, you're probably going to go top 5, maybe top 10. Even if you go top 10, you can't pass that up.
No.
He said, I would be selfish that if I would say, I want you to come back.
Especially a running back.
And Ki-Jana, let me ask you a question. So then when you get to Cincinnati, how much pressure of being number 1 did you feel going to Cincinnati being the number 1 overall pick? Was there a lot of pressure on you?
You know what? One, it was cool because I was close to home. So basically I came back home an hour and a half, but obviously, again, the media is not as crazy as it is now, but you still, kind of feel it. But my whole thing was like, you know what? I'm a football player. So once I get on the field, I'm just going to go play.
Yep.
So, though you hear obviously the pressure like during the week and this and that, but usually when the whistle blows, all that stuff gets thrown out because you're so tuned in and focused on what you had to do. But I mean, it was a good feeling, obviously. But there is pressure. But I think obviously with the media outlets now, a lot more. Yeah. You don't see it because like back then, there really wasn't no cell phones. There was no cell phones. There was no internet.
Pagers.
So, like if you guys are in Philly and I'm in Cincinnati, you're having a talk show, and you might say something. You can say something about me. I'm not going to get it on my Twitter feed, or it's not going to pop up instantly. So it's going to kind of stay in that area. It's not going to go national like it is now. So I think it's a different time, but there is. I mean, obviously you want to do well, and that a team, especially being number 1, when they trade up for you, they're really believing in you. So you want to go out and prove yourself.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, Ki-Jana, I really enjoyed having you on today. We were thinking about you, the Cincinnati Bengals, man. It's the big game for the Bengals today, and we're pulling for them.
Yeah, we're pulling for them here in Philly.
I tell you what, I mean, obviously, no disrespect to the Titans, but they're not an intimidating number 1 seed. Like Green Bay get the number 1 seed, and then the NFL lets them play at 8:00 at night.
Yeah, in Green Bay.
It's going to be freezing.
Yeah, wait, we just saw a picture until it's snow all over the place in Green Bay.
Exactly. With the Titans, Coach Vrabel, obviously I played against Mike. He's done a great job with that program. They're just a good, solid team. But they're not intimidating to me. And the way the firepower that the Bengals can score, if they can get that thing going, you never know. And obviously with Burrow and I know with the linemen, there's been some injuries, but if Mixon can run the ball and do ball control, because that's what Tennessee's going to do. And then obviously hit Chase and Higgins, and they got so many weapons. There's a chance. I think the AFC is more even keel all the way across between me and you, the last 4 teams. Any of those teams can go.
Well, Ki-Jana, man, listen, we really appreciate you taking time out. I know you're living down in Fort Lauderdale. That's a nice, at least you're nice and warm. Year round.
And we actually, as a family, we just left the beach.
Okay. Rub it in. But hey, appreciate it. I'll see you guys when you come up to play golf here in our couple tournaments we play in every year.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. See you. Thanks
Carter.
again.
All right, see you guys.
See you.
All right, there he is, man. Penn State Rose Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I mean,
first overall pick.
I mean, think of the running backs that went through Penn State.
Man.
He's a great guy. And, between Franco and Blair Thomas and Ki-Jana and
great Penn State running backs.
Oh, my gosh. Great Penn State running
backs.
Hey,
by the way, the Cincinnati Bengals are 6-14 all time in the playoffs, 0-2 in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You both had our losses to the 49ers.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
With 2 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'll, of course, I always remember that last drive by Joe Montana.
The catch.
I just picked him apart.
The
You see
catch.
Sam Weiss's face.
Oh, yeah.
I had this.
Yeah.
I'm pulling for the Bengals.
I want the Bengals. After talking to Ki-Jana, we'll have a game watch, and I'm pulling for him as well.
Right.
So he's a great guy.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Trying to give away tickets to the Sixers versus Sacramento Kings game on January 29th at the Wells Fargo Center. It's next Saturday. Great tickets. Section 123, row 3, Brett Q, man.
They're really good
right
seats.
seats, right on the court almost. 609-403-0973. Tell us where Ben Simmons is going and why. All right, that's how you win the tickets. And, of course, we're going to give away a pair of T-shirts to the winner as well to get you dressed up, courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures. They have the largest selection of team jerseys and clothing and hats. You'll find the newest team styles from vendors like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, 47 brands. Stop by one of the 13 Delaware Valley Mall locations, including Pro Image Sports inside the Hamilton Mall. All right, 609-403-0973. Want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay's award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course. Enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. There's a full calendar of golf and social events throughout the season to appeal to everyone. For more information on how to become a member, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. When you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston for us. Hey, My Winter Watchdog. Have you heard of New Jersey's premier vacant home management service, My Winter Watchdog? You know those worrisome thoughts that creep into your mind every time you hear of a storm coming and the daunting task of driving down to the shore to check on the house, hours of time on the road? Let My Winter Watchdog be your eyes and ears with their 15-point inspection checklist. They offer a full menu of maintenance and improvement services. Owner Debbie McGonigal and her team of property caretakers are professional, licensed, bonded, and insured. So don't let the winter worry you. They'll give your house that lived-in look. That's My Winter Watchdog. Go to mywinterwatchdog.com or give them a call at 267-202-1869. That's 262-202-1869, or send Debbie an email, debbie@mywinterwatchdog.com. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday, we're recapping all the NFL divisional round. One thought, every game, KC Joyner, plus the Sixers weekend with Paul Hudrick at 3:25. Mike McGarry, Jeff Mosher, and more. A big Sports Bash Monday here on 97.3.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's sports leader.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Al Dyer, Commissioner of Camden County, reminding everyone to get your vaccine shot and booster to help protect yourself, your family, and your neighbors. Camden County and our many partners throughout Camden City are making it easy for you to get your first, second, or your booster shots. That's easy and convenient for you and your family. As the holidays are approaching and more indoor gatherings are being planned, it's important you take that step and protect those around you. For updated information on COVID-19 and vaccination efforts, visit CamdenCounty.com. We're all in this together. Let's all play our part to stay safe and healthy this winter. Thank you.
When others treat your fries as an afterthought, all you're left with are cold, soggy fries. That's why Wendy's new fries are ones you won't forget, guaranteed to be hot and crispy, or we'll replace them. We're talking natural cut, skin-on fries, perfectly seasoned with a hint of sea salt. In fact, they're even preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. These are fries so hot and crispy, they beg a new question.
What would you like with your fries?
Try them today, only at Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, taste preference based on a national taste test by an independent research company.
Bennett Chevy says, we want your vehicle, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. We can help with expert appraisers on hand to help you get more, and you don't need to buy one of ours. Plus, if you're stuck in a lease, Bennett Chevy is an authorized lease return center for all brands. Looking to trade? Bennett will give you a minimum $7,000 for any clunker, no matter the condition or mileage. That's a minimum $7,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. And if you've got a good quality trade, you can only imagine how much more Bennett will pay. At Bennett Chevrolet, you always have options. Sell us your vehicle, there's no purchase necessary. Trade your old clunker, get a minimum $7,000 towards any pre-owned in stock. Bring us your high-quality vehicle and have our expert appraisers make you an offer you can only imagine. And if you're stuck in a lease, Bennett can help. So whatever your needs or whatever you choose, at Bennett you'll always get more, because nobody beats Bennett Chevy. Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
Back here in the locker room, Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, Saturday morning show. A little nippy out there.
I like the Saturday morning show. Woke up early, had my cup of coffee.
Yeah. Did you do your calisthenics?
Calisthenics.
Hey, got a trivia question for you guys.
Okay.
The Cincinnati Bengals and the Titans play today, as we know.
Yep.
What do the Titans have in common? What do the Titans and the Bengals have in common today?
Today or just in general?
Today, against today's.
It's got to be the coaching staff.
What are they? The Titans and the Bengals have something in common.
Something in common.
Like the organizations?
Let's see.
Something happened this season. They both
this season.
Yeah, this season.
They tied.
Something in common this season.
No, the Steelers tied.
Wow, I thought Josh would be
Josh.
Well, I'm trying not to overcut Brad here. I'm trying to make sure.
I'm looking at Brad. I got my eye on him.
I mean,
what do the Titans and the Bengals have in common this season?
They both won their divisions.
Okay.
They both have.
It's a dubious distinction.
A dubious.
I mean,
right.
they both have. Is it that they both have two of the most points scored in their home buildings this year?
No.
I know the Bengals are there. The Bengals have allowed the most points this year in their building than anyone else.
That's not it. Ready for this, guys?
What?
The Bengals and the Titans both lost to the Jets this year. In week 8, the Jets lost, in week 4, the Jets lost to the Titans.
The Titans
lost to the Jets 27-24.
Wow.
And in week 8, the Bengals lost to the Jets 34-31.
Oh.
How about that?
That's right, because that was Mike White was the second one against the Bengals, the Mike White game.
How about that, Brad Q-Man?
Interesting. So now you're looking, so now you look at that film and say, okay.
Right.
What did they do to beat these teams?
Exactly.
Because it's a copycat league.
Well, here's the other thing. So I'll give you both a factoid you might not know. The head coach of the Bengals, Zach Taylor, was a graduate assistant during Ryan Tannehill's years at Texas A&M, and then became his quarterback coach when he was drafted by the Dolphins. So he knows Ryan Tannehill very well.
Interesting. So okay. Wow.
All right.
Okay.
We have some audio queued up. Do we not, Josh? You could
I hope it's still queued up.
I hope it's queued up. Now, I want to get Brad's take on this because we alluded to it earlier, but now that we've gotten through the interview segment, I want to kind of go back and
folks, you can still text in. We will get to your text soon.
We will get to your
609-403-0973. Remember to text in your name and what team you think Ben Simmons will go to. He's going to get traded no matter what. So where is he going? Let us know where and why with your name. 609-403-0973. We will read your text. I know Billy keeps teasing it, but we will get to you guys.
And they're great seats.
Plus, we're giving away a two T-shirts to get you dressed up for this.
Yeah,
right.
It's a great deal.
Large and extra large, gray and blue. They're great, nice T-shirts. 609-403-0973. All right, Josh. Kevin Ross went to Penn. He was on our show. I've had him on a couple times. Played against him. Great guy. He was caught on the sidelines with an open mic.
Okay, wasn't an open mic.
Well, it was like they were filming the sideline.
All right, so Brad, let me loop Brad in here and give the audience. So Brad, you know how the NFL has NFL film cameras everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right?
They got that thing that floats like the 3D.
Exactly.
You turn around, it's everywhere.
So the audio we have here that has apparently made it's also been played on a few different radio stations apparently. This is one of those, if you ever watch those like NFL rewinds where like they have like the, here's the play-by-play guy, here's the sideline mic, here's the play-by-play guy, here's the QB mic, or whatever it is. That's where this Kevin Ross audio is from.
Understand. Okay.
So now that we set it up, because I don't want to make it sound like, no offense to Billy, but it was always made it sound like it was they caught him off guard. Like,
you have to set the setting in the environment that it's in.
They caught him coaching and like,
okay, so
to me, it's a real depiction of what they think of Jalen Hurts.
It's like the live situation.
Exactly.
It's, in the moment.
It's reality.
It's
reality.
So roll the tape. Roll the tape. Hold on.
He can't read now.
So
he's basically calling him on the carpet because he can't read the coverages.
So picture the moment. You come off the sidelines, his guys, DBs, coaches, they're giving high fives, and he's calling,
and they're pumped up,
and they're pumped up, and they just made a big play because they confused them, 3 and out, boom, make them punt. Coach Ross going, they can't read now. I told you all week, we're going to confuse them.
Concern for us?
Oh, we can't read now. So he's just reiterating and excite and getting his guys jacked up because they just the system they put in worked and they confused them. Does it concern me as an Eagles fan?
Yeah.
Yes,
it does.
It does. But he will overcome that.
I hope so.
I hope you're right.
But here's the thing, and this is where I can't let this dog lie here. All right. You're Billy, you're acting like if and this is the problem I had, not specifically Billy, but the Hurts haters.
I'm not a Hurts hater.
You're not, but
I'm not.
You're not. But the problem is that you're comparing Jalen to like the top 6 guys in the league. Like you're telling me when Peyton Manning led the league in interceptions his rookie year that he maybe wasn't getting tricked. He didn't know how to read a defense properly. Like we're acting like that one clip is this massive indictment of a guy after he had a pretty good year. He's in his 4th offense in 4 years. And it's like in one moment in time, they're like, we got him. Like, okay, so I hate the guy now.
You think if the Tampa Bay defensive backs were coming off at Aaron Rodgers, he's like, no, watch it because he'll pick us apart.
Well, they intercepted him. They might.
But so here's the thing. It happens all the time on the defense, and it's great to see as a defensive mind person. But here's another thing. He will grow from this and learn from this. But I have a problem. The Eagles coaches have to be in his ear and say, hey, there's what they're doing to you. They're doing a 3 cloud. They're running the corners underneath the linebacker. So that's where I have a concern.
Okay.
The Bucs did this on defense.
Right.
The Eagles can counter offensively and say, hey, Jalen, this is what they're doing. And they have the
but for it's an indictment on him. He can't read. He can't read.
But Billy, you're taking culpability away from the coaches.
Exactly right. And it's just a
right,
heat of the moment. Okay. He can't read. He can't block. He can't cover me. He can't. That's all that is.
Okay.
That's all that is. So you're reading too much into it. But it'll be a concern next year if he's still doing it.
Well, the other concern is, Brad, I went and watched because I watched the All 22 after games a lot of times, and I'm watching the All 22. The one thing I kept seeing on the All 22 is, and you can see on the TV tape as well, his mechanics are off. He's not setting his feet.
Yeah.
He's not doing what he's supposed to do. And it's like, at some point, you're a coach. You're on the sideline. You're Brian Johnson, who's known him his whole life. You're Shane Steichen. You're telling me that they don't see what I'm seeing?
He's regressed. And when the bullets start flying and he has bad, he regresses. His mechanics are bad.
Right.
He makes bad throws. So on top of that, you have a tough time because you're a young quarterback, and you're struggling what they're trying to do with it. Look what happened.
But
disaster.
Brad, part of the problem is, so when Patrick Mahomes earlier this year had his slump, right? There was a clip of him going to the sideline, and Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy both grab him, and they say, "You're doing it again." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Doing what? You're doing it again. You're bleeping doing it again." Reid's yelling at him, and he walks away, and Mahomes is like, "What?" And Eric's like, "Your footwork's getting sloppy.
Yeah.
Clean that bleep
And
up."
that's where the coaching staff comes in.
That's where
and have to be
coaching. Get them back on track. They're the best athletes in the world. Get them back on track. Get them focused again on what the task in hand is to do.
Yeah.
Second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course. Enjoy fine dining experience, lively atmosphere in the pub. For more information on how to become a member, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Friends, let me tell you about my Maserati, the main line, located just minutes downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience is not at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pledgy at Maserati, the main line, today at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue to give out the number for the tickets, the Sixers tickets, 609-403-0973. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey later today on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app with Tim Saunders and Steve Coates calling all the play-by-play action.
The Flyers host the L.A. Kings.
Coverage begins at 1 p.m. It's Philadelphia Flyers hockey on the radio home of the Flyers in South Jersey. 97.3 ESPN and listen live on the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again and again. Calling again and again.
Hi, this is Mike Herron. You've heard me talk about my experiences playing football at the Naval Academy on The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. I'm here to tell you about a company with the same high level of integrity and dedication that it takes to be successful on the football field. Best Property Maintenance. When you need cleaning and janitorial services you can trust, call Best Property Maintenance. They'll take care of your property from top to bottom, commercial and residential, fully licensed and insured. Call Best today. When you want it done right and on time, call Best. They'll do the rest. Call today 609-926-2378 or go online at bestpropertynj.com.
PropSwap is where America buys and sells sports bets. The football playoffs are here and prop swappers are cashing in. You can always find the best odds on PropSwap because you're buying directly from other bettors. PropSwap has fantastic features like filtering tickets based on the best value, a free activity feed to stay in the know with all the big sales, a loyalty rewards program that turns your sales into extra bonus cash, and much more. Go to PropSwap.com or download the free PropSwap app today.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Why would someone looking for a mortgage at the Jersey Shore take a loan from a company in Detroit or North Carolina or some other far-off place? Online mortgages promise a lot but don't always deliver. First Bank of Sea Isle City knows the Jersey Shore. We are local lenders. We use local appraisers and provide in-house processing. We understand the unique obstacles of financing in Cape May County. Don't take a chance. Local banking is better. Let us guide you. First Bank of Sea Isle City.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here in the locker room. Of course, we got one of my advertisers, a great guy on the line. But before we get to that, 609-403-0973 is the text board to win the Sixers tickets and T-shirts. The question is, where is Ben Simmons going and why? Josh.
Couple more, get to. Texter said, I think Ben will go to Detroit for Jeremy Grant and a first-round pick.
Oh, okay. That's a little creative.
Another text says he will go to the Pacers for a massive package deal that involves Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, man. A lot of stuff.
Okay.
Another texter says Simmons will go to the Sacramento Kings for De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. That's the best return the Sixers can get for him.
And I like that one.
Okay.
I don't like that one.
You don't like that one? No. I do. I like Buddy Hield.
To me, De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Maxey are the same player.
But he don't play defense, Buddy Hield.
Well, Maxey plays more defense than Fox does.
Do the salaries add up?
Not exactly.
Really.
Okay.
Not exactly.
Okay. So,
Rob in Millville says Ben is not going anywhere this year because the Sixers are just not getting enough in return.
So that's what I think. I really believe they're going to hold on to him, and he's getting fined, and he's getting money taken out of his check.
Yeah.
Morey's not going to. I think he's going to.
I mean, you can't give him away.
I want my fat pound of flesh too.
Rashawn from Delaware says Ben Simmons will go to the Pelicans for Zion Williamson.
No.
Wow.
You think that would be possible?
Probably not.
No, that's wishful thinking there.
That's wishful thinking.
I like it.
It's still funny though.
Yeah.
It's a funny thought to think about, but I don't think that's going to happen. By the way, I'm not going to read all the texts, but shout out to all the people who are making jokes about the unemployment line in the Australian League. It's funny, but your text doesn't qualify for the context. So
609-403-0973. Now let's go to the back. Let's go to the Maserati, the mainline sports hotline, and welcome in our good buddy and sports fan, Mark Grimes. What's up, Grimesy?
What's up, Mark?
What's up, gentlemen? What's up, Billy? Glad you're back.
Oh, he's back.
Grimesy, man. I was down for the count.
Oh, I was saying prayers for you, man. You did not sound good on the phone. You did not sound good, but you sound like $1 million today.
Oh, he looks like $1 million, Grimes.
As always.
Brad wants me to bring. He said we're coming by your house.
I'm coming by today.
Down,
I want to go see the man cave.
There you go.
Are you
Hey,
at home?
listen, I got one trade for you. Let's. No, I'm not home. I'm working. Come on, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Listen, this real estate market, it's red hot.
He's got to pay for. He's got to pay for the radio.
Yeah. Right. Killing it, Ocean City.
Exactly. But the games don't start till 4:30. I'm actually headed over to a buddy's house later this afternoon. He's got talk about a man cave. This guy's got a house on the meadows over there in Ocean City. He's got TVs all over the place. I'll give him a shout out. I think he's listening. Dr. Rich over at Urgent Care.
Nice. Dr. Rich. What's your address, Dr. Rich? What's your address?
Hey, I'll tell him you guys are coming.
All right.
Hey, I got a trade for us. Let's trade them to the Chinese national team. Get them out of the country.
All right.
Get them out of the country.
Oh, Grimes.
Hey, all right, let me get on Jalen Hurst. Let me get on this Jalen Hurst thing. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me one pocket pass. Give me one scrambling quarterback that's in the playoffs right now. One. Besides Mahomes.
That's it.
And I don't even consider him.
And he does it out of
Josh
necessity.
Allen.
Different.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen will run a little bit.
More of
a little bit. He was leading the team in rushing a lot of games.
But he still can.
He does break the pocket well.
But he's still got a rocket.
Yeah, but he's a pure pocket passer.
Yeah.
Exactly. My point is, listen, I've seen enough of Hurts. He's a second-string quarterback. He cannot read guys coming out of the cut. He can't get the ball downfield. He underthrew all season. Don't get me wrong. The guy's an athlete. He is not our future quarterback. That's period. End of story.
Wow, you heard it.
Conviction in his voice.
Okay, so let's so we got it with we got a bunch of draft choice. Let's try to move
there's
up.
no big so what do you rather do? What would you do if you're Howie Roseman? Go for like a quarterback that might become available like a Russell Wilson, or will you? I mean, you got 15, 16, and 19 in the draft.
So my thoughts are, and we probably could talk about it in the show. Is if you do the Russell Wilson, then it cap strings you for other positions. So the only way you really can build a team is through get a quarterback through the draft.
But what's that? I mean,
so you got to do your scouting. Got to find one.
There's nobody in this draft. This draft is so lukewarm. It's ridiculous.
What do you think, Grimes? I mean, I agree.
You don't consider him
Pickett?
He broke all Marino's records.
Because he played more games. He came back for an extra year because he had the extra eligibility. It's a fraudulent record.
But he does have a strong arm, and he's a big kid.
Yeah, well, so did Jeff George.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Well, don't hey Josh, don't get all hasty. Don't tell Penn University the records are frauds.
All right, Grimesy, man.
Grimesy, go sell those $1 million houses in Ocean City.
I'll agent at the beach.
All right.
See you, brother.
See you.
All right, guys.
More Grimes.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah. Killing it.
609-403-0973. You got a couple more, Josh, before we go to break?
I mean, these texts are all over the place.
That's cool.
I mean, first of all, the one guy's mad at me because I didn't read his text yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read his text. I'm going to read the full text.
Okay.
And I'm going to have both of you guys, Brad and Billy, decide if this text is really really falls into
the
parameters.
Criteria.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to read this without stopping.
Okay.
No editing, no nothing.
All right.
Hopefully he goes somewhere that quits on him the way he quits on us. If he can't take criticism and work on and improve aspects of his game that the entire world, including himself, need to be worked on, then he has no place being a professional in the league. While Brooklyn looks the most likely destination and probably where he lands, Sacramento, New Orleans have a couple young pieces that may be beneficial, especially receiving a couple of their draft picks in the package, which should be lottery picks.
He sounds like a passionate Sixers fan who's pissed off at Ben Simmons, and he's all over the place.
In there that we threw out there, but I get the gist.
I get the gist.
I get his feeling. I get his emotions.
He seems like he
cares.
But the whole thing cares. I mean, I got 20 texts here.
I understand.
Keep going with the text.
We needed a little more direct. Ben Simmons is being traded to Sacramento for these three positions. These three guys.
Well, I don't even need a full trade. I just need you to just give me an idea.
Okay, Josh, read off a couple more.
Another text is Ben Simmons to the Chicago Bulls for Zach LaVine and a first-round pick in next year's draft. That makes sense to me. That's from Lawrence in Delaware.
Okay.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah, what else?
Gabe in Northfield also has the Simmons to Detroit for Jeremy Grant, a first-round pick. That's the second person to say that.
Okay.
Another person says another Detroit trade here. Says Simmons to Detroit for Cade Cunningham and Sadiq Bey. Cap space is available. The problem is that it won't work financially. The numbers aren't going to work.
Yeah,
there.
that's
Cunningham and Sadiq Bey don't make enough money.
How about the Timberwolves? Anybody bring up the Timberwolves? Any chance of?
No, they haven't. But I feel like
D'Angelo Russell.
So the Timberwolves are one of those things. I'm glad you brought that up, Bill. It's like the people who cover the league bring up the Timberwolves, but the fans don't bring up the Timberwolves.
Never hear them. I know.
No.
Like the fans never bring up to me. I think the Timberwolves should be in the conversation because they claim that they want to win. Well, they can't
want to win now,
right?
Yeah, so
you got to make a trade if you're going to win now.
Yeah, and somebody that's going to impact your team, and this would be perfect.
Listen, I guarantee
D'Angelo Russell would be a good fit. But
no. It's Anthony Edwards or nothing.
All right.
because you need a guy who could be a scorer. You guys watched that game last night. Joel Embiid is playing ISO basketball. No one set the screen. No one helped him out. It was horrible.
You need 25
How do you
points
lose?
a game and 15 boards.
Dude, man, they were up 24 points at halftime. How do you lose 24 points? You're up 24 points at halftime with the league MVP, and you still can't win the game.
It's absolutely an embarrassment
Because
that
they don't
nobody
play
helped
defense.
him last night.
No one plays defense.
But they also
609
didn't help him.
403 0973. I've got a pair of tickets for next Saturday's Sacramento King game at the Wells Fargo Center, section 123, row 3. Tickets courtesy of Penn State Spine and Rehab, Dominic Mariani. And then the Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasure is going to send you the game looking good.
Looking good.
In style,
Looking
Q-Man.
fresh.
Pro Image Sports and Fan Treasures has the largest selection of team jerseys and hats, clothing. You'll find the newest team styles from vendors like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, 47 brand. Stop by one of the 13 Delaware Valley Mall locations, including Pro Image Sports inside the Hamilton Mall. I went into that store the other day, and it's like
They got
like a kid in a candy
everything.
store.
They got everything. Vintage jerseys, old time, present. Yeah, it's a nice store.
When we get back, Josh is going to pick the winner, I believe. Is that right, Josh?
Yep. Yep.
All right, the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. For more information on how to become a member, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap it up and give you the winner. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Brad Quast on 97.3 ESPN and the mobile app.
The divisional round of the NFL playoffs kicks off with a Saturday doubleheader. Hi, this is Scott Graham. Join me and the rest of our Westwood One crew for all the action. First, the Cincinnati Bengals take on the Tennessee Titans. Then it's a classic NFC battle between the 49ers and Packers from the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern. From the wild card round all the way to Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles, the NFL playoffs are right here.
Exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM. Coverage begins at 4 p.m.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Your local Staples is saying thanks in a big way. Right now, earn a $30 Staples store bonus when you spend $100 in store. Get custom printing or signage for your business, earn a $30 bonus. Get the latest tech, earn a $30 bonus. Get supplies for your classroom, earn a $30 bonus. It's that easy. Set yourself up for success in the new year by exploring what's new at Staples, the working and learning store. Limit 1 ends 1/22. Rewards members only. Bonus must be redeemed in in-store. See staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details.
Bennett Chevy says, we want your vehicle, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. We can help with expert appraisers on hand to help you get more, and you don't need to buy one of ours. Plus, if you're stuck in a lease, Bennett Chevy is an authorized lease return center for all brands. Looking to trade? Bennett will give you a minimum $7,000 for any clunker, no matter the condition or mileage. That's a minimum $7,000 towards any pre-owned vehicle in stock. And if you've got a good quality trade, you can only imagine how much more Bennett will pay. At Bennett Chevrolet, you always have options. Sell us your vehicle, there's no purchase necessary. Trade your old clunker, get a minimum $7,000 towards any pre-owned in stock. Bring us your high-quality vehicle and have our expert appraisers make you an offer you can only imagine. And if you're stuck in a lease, Bennett can help. So whatever your needs or whatever you choose, at Bennett you'll always get more, because nobody beats Bennett Chevy. Egg Harbor Township and BennettChevy.com.
Q, man, how fast did that go?
It goes quick, and we got a winner.
We got a winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, what movie was that? Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Rounders.
Rounders? That Rounders?
Yeah, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Speaking of that, Josh, who do we pick?
Who's the winner?
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to all the people who text. Bill, this is probably the most insane texting day we have had on the locker room in a long time. And we didn't get to everyone's text. We read some of them off the air. We got some laughs. Some of you said some inappropriate stuff, but we read it off the air. So we thank you for the entertainment. But the winner of the Sixers tickets and the Sixers shirts, Lawrence from Dover, Delaware.
Nice, congrats.
You are getting the prize. Billy Schwein will be mailing it for you, and you will go to the game.
You're going to give me his number, and I'll call him after the show.
They're great seats.
All right. Hey, man. Big football Saturday.
I'm excited.
We got the Titans and Bengals.
Rapid fire. I need your picks. Rapid fire. Go. Bengals, Titans. Who's winning?
Bengals.
Titans.
Packers, 49ers.
Packers.
Bucs, Rams.
Bucs.
Rams.
Chiefs, Bills.
Chiefs.
All right, this will be interesting.
Hey,
all right.
Thanks,
There's your
you, man.
Book them. Book it.
Josh, you coming on after?
Yeah, we got a power hour next.
Power hour next.
Power hour.
Thanks
All
for
right.
making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, with PT. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
See ya.